Hello and welcome. Today we've got Adeline and we are going to be speaking about Kangen water and how to purify your water, keeping all the minerals and the electrons that we want in the water and at the same time purifying our bodies. Now, just before we begin, you can subscribe to our Telegram channels and to Veniamin.com for my free email updates. And if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, I will leave the link below in the description for the full interview. Adeline, thank you for joining me. How are you? And what have you been up to?
Oh, Nicholas, I'm thrilled to be here. And it's just been really, really busy. And we're really just getting out there, educating the world about this amazing water. And I just want to say thank you for all that you do. Actually, a friend of mine just sent me a message yesterday evening and it was from your Telegram channel. And I said, I'm actually going to be talking to Nicholas tomorrow. Went, what?
Wow.
That was a moment.
Yeah. Right. So now there are many, many water machines out there and people have different types of solutions for purifying their water. And some people just are happy going out buying bottled water like Evian and Volvic. Now, do you want to just explain to us why this Kangen machine water purifier, if you want to call it that, I don't know, is so unique out of the rest? What stands out from this machine? And I want to focus more on the importance of the value of the people.
Perfect. That sounds perfect. And and this is, I suppose, my favorite thing to do, because I really feel there's so much confusion, like there is in a lot of areas in life, but in this area of water, people are confused, and a confused mind makes zero decisions because they're like, I'm just conflicted, I'm confused. So my background actually is in water filtration. I used to own a water filtration company. It was my family business originally, and I ran it for 18 years. So I do know about all the different ranges of water filtration system. So it's not like I'm coming in here just endorsing this one product with no experience behind me. I know how every type of water filter system works, what they do, what they don't do. And Kangen is completely unique. Well, the first thing that's really unique about it is that it's actually not a water purification system, or it's not a water filtration system. It's actually a water ionizer. So that's a very different process to filtration. A water filter will clean your water. Okay. To what level it cleans, it depends on what type of filter you go for. And there's lots of different ones on the market. What we're doing with this product is we are filtering it. We're going to pre-filter it. So we're going to take out the nasties. We're going to retain the essential minerals. And then we're going to put it through a process that actually restructures the water, energizes the water. The water is actually split into its acid and alkaline components. It's alive, it's energized, and it is absolutely, transformational for your health and well-being, because you're just detoxing now at a cellular level, hydrating at a cellular level, and literally giving your body what it's been missing. Like, so many people are just attracted to the energy of the water. This water is energy, and this water is alive.
So if I wanted to drink the best, cleanest water in the world, would you say that your machine does that?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Now, when you talk about cleanest, this is where people could go, purified water. We say like distilled water, for example. That's the cleanest, in that everything has been distilled off it. But the cleanest doesn't equal the healthiest, because that's great for a car battery or for medical equipment, but not necessarily for our health, because it's completely demineralized and it's purified. You need to be very, very experienced to know how to remineralize properly and effectively and naturally. And that's quite a big ordeal to do that. But regards a water that supports your health the best, in that it's clean, it has been pre-filtered, but the actual properties of the water, like you're drinking negatively charged water rich in molecular hydrogen. Hydrogen is healing. This is healing for the body. This is allowing the body go back to do what God has created it to do, which is heal itself. And we just moved away from that. We've moved away from healing ourselves. As we know, we're trying to get back there. We're getting back to basics.
So many people think distilled water is clean, and it probably is. But the problem is that there's, like you said, minerals in our water that we benefit from. And distilled water, means that those minerals were completely taken out of that. So we're not really benefiting from drinking water if those minerals are going to be taken out of water. Now, could you explain the minerals and how it affects us positively versus distilled water that's just clean water, but nothing in it. It's all the minerals have been completely taken out of it, which I understand exactly why you're saying it would be great for cleaning jewelry, for an example, because there's no minerals, it's not going in our bodies that we need. So could you explain the minerals versus without the minerals, please?
Yeah, I love explaining. This is really, I'm going to use my hands a lot for this one. It's like an old-fashioned way in skin.
It's a Greek thing.
I'm very not Greek, but anyway. See, distilled water is acidic, okay? And Kangen water that's ionized is actually alkalized, okay? So if you think of the pH scale, some people would be really familiar with the pH scale that runs from 1 to 14, okay? On the one side of the scale, you've got your acidity, you've got your neutral in the middle, and you've got your alkalinity over here, okay? Farmers know all about pH. Anybody who's got fish tanks understands pH. Our body, we need to understand pH for our body. We really, really do. So when you've got distilled water, it's on the acidic side of the scales. Okay, so you might be addressing hydration, but it's actually acidic. So it's going to add to the oxidative stress damage in our bodies. When you've got our water, it's alkalizing. Now it's alive. So distilled water is dead and acidic, and our water is alive and alkalized. And what that means for our bodies is it just allows you to bring back some balance. Okay, because everything we do is acidic. Stress, I mean, who hasn't been under a huge amount of stress in their lives at the minute, especially? Physical exercise produces over acidity. We have, that's why recovery is so important. Everything we eat that's cooked, our coffee, our tea, our dinners, all acidic. We need to balance that out with alkalizing. That's the really big difference. So when you retain the minerals, you can ionize the water. You can't actually ionize distilled water because this, like acidic water, this process won't work because it needs minerals. It needs natural minerals to be able to even restructure the water because there's no acid and alkaline components to actually work with. With distilled water, there's only acidic left. There's no alkaline. All alkaline. Right. Yeah.
So could I use this water in my soups and in my cooking and in my teas and coffees and replace the water that I use, from tap to this, the water with the minerals inside, knowing that it's clean?
Do you know what? As I was driving here to our lovely store in Ireland, I was thinking I always kind of ask for some guidance about, what today's message should be. And I really got a really strong download that your audience needs to understand and hear and benefit from the knowledge that they can go chemical-free cleaning with this machine as well. So not only are you going to drink this amazing water, you're going to prepare your food with it. So the machine produces a strong alkaline water that will actually take the pesticides and the herbicides off our fruit and veg and our produce before we cook it in this lovely live energized water. So even if you just take that bit of your life, so now your water has changed that you're drinking. The water that you're cleaning your food has changed. The water that you're cooking your food with has changed. That's a massive reduction in the chemical load in your body and the toxins in your body, a humongous reduction in them. And then you can there's other buttons on the machine that produce acidic waters, fantastic for cleaning, disinfecting around the house. And the strong alkaline water that we clean our fruit and veg with literally will clean your oven. It's a natural degreaser. Right. It emulsifies oil. So we have many customers. Some customers get the machine, and if the only thing you did was drink from it, you've got massive value. But if you add in everything else you can do with it, my customers have rang me and said, I did not know what I was getting. I thought I was getting, this great drinking water, and I can't believe I've gone chemical-free in my home. People like ladies use it for taking off their makeup. It's such a natural product to replace so many toxic products that are in our home or business.
Absolutely. So can you please explain as well, a person who does not drink this type of water versus a person who does, and their quality of life? If we could have a look at the differences of that, please.
Yeah, I mean, when you drink this type of water, everything else you do actually works better. Okay, so say if you're really good at with your diet and you're really good at supplementing and you're doing all your exercise, you're doing all your meditation, you can actually take all of that to a whole other level by actually getting the foundation right, which is water. But if you're talking about somebody who maybe doesn't drink much water at all, or maybe they're drinking tap water or bottled water now, and then they just make this simple switch over to this type of water, how do I even put this? I have to be careful sometimes I have to manage my excitement about this one. The change in their health is phenomenal. It's like more energy and better sleep just straight off the bat because you've brought back some balance. And if you could visualize like looking inside your body, like you could open a zipper and look in to see what's going on. Our bodies are under pressure, constantly trying to deal with the toxins and the chemicals and all of the stuff that we're dealing with. When you take that workload off the body, you're going to have more energy. You take that workload off the body, you're going to sleep better at night. People will say any acidic conditions like arthritis, fibromyalgia, the body responds well when it receives a water that can bring back that balance. Because again, it's got more time to heal instead of survive. Because our bodies are constantly just trying to keep us alive. That's what they do every day. So when we give it this type of water, we take the workload off the body and it goes, I can heal today. I can spend some time healing, not just surviving.
Right, absolutely. Do you feel much lighter and happier, more like a child would feel?
Oh, you do. You really do. It's like, it's nearly got to a point at this stage, I can nearly spot people who drink this water. There's a different aliveness. There's an energy. There's an aliveness. There's a spark about them. Because literally, we are electrical beings and this water is electrically charged.
Right.
Like it raises your vibration, it raises your frequency. I have a lot of my customers, they just say it's quite funny. You know, there's a lot of families, maybe one member of the home is awake to what's all that's going on in the world and other members maybe aren't. And they actually use this as a bit of a ploy to wake them up. Because when you raise your vibration and frequency, you're automatically more open and receptive to new things or new ways of being, yeah.
So let's have a look at the water machines, how they look like. If you could show us, please.
Yeah, I'll just drop it here. Actually, these are two of them here. Oh, it's tidy behind me. So this is can we see this here? Yeah, this is the K8.
Right.
This is the one actually we sell the most of, believe it or not. It's the, and what I didn't mention is these machines are actually made in Japan and they are manufactured under medical equipment license. So they're not just, they are really made to a ridiculously high standard. So you'll see there all the different pH levels. Pumpkin water, 8.5. Water, 9.5. So there's all these different pH, like beauty water. Everybody goes crazy for this water when they really understand it. Like this is for cleaning your toning your skin, for your scalp, for your hair, for cleaning your windows. It's phenomenal. But that's what they look like. There's a pre-filter because people get, they have to filter. So there is a pre-filter in here. So that's a high-grade filter. And then literally you just put that back in there. A little diverter on your tap. There's your tap as normal. And at the literally click of a switch, you divert the water through the machine and your drinking water comes out here.
Right.
Actually, that's as instant as it is, and that's as easy as it is to set up. You just literally connect this little diverter onto your tap.
And you can just wash the dishes with that water as well.
Wash anything you want with that water. You really can use it for everything. You literally the only thing you'll use your tap water for after that maybe is like washing a dish or a cup or something at the sink, but you will use this for everything. So when you look at somebody that buys a lot of bottled water, for example, they're going to save money straight off the bat because now they're actually using this for everything, not just for the drinking, and you're getting such like a far higher quality water for all your home or business use.
Could you explain why bottled water? People say, many people who are very academic in water say that bottled water is very bad because of the plastic. Could you please explain that? And also the water that's kept in the warehouse for so many months, if not years, before they're actually sold.
Yeah, no, look, the plastic is a massive issue, okay? The plastic, what leaches into the water is BPA, it's bisphenol A. It's a known carcinogen. Okay. And it's actually a known hormone disruptor as well. So if you actually look, and it's amazing now, I get people thinking, think of the quality of the water bottle you get on the airplane. It's just really, really bad. It's like so paper thin, like literally if you squeeze the bottle, you'll put your finger through it. So that's actually the worst quality of plastics. That's really leaching really badly into the water. But all plastic is. I mean, because once you have that stored in a warehouse, it's on the back of a truck, it's sitting in a shop, it doesn't matter. It's the longer it's there, it's just leaching plastic. People say, oh, I buy bottled water, but I store it in a dark place. But sure, where has it been for 12 months before you purchased it? It could be anywhere. And the sell-by date is usually up to 2 and 3 years out, actually, on bottled water. It's just a different set of chemicals than your tap water, really, if I'm being totally honest. It's just potatoes.
So, uh, for an example, we're drinking this water, for an example. So I want to store my clean water in a bottle that I can carry with me, or I can take with me to the car, or I can take it to my bedroom, and I can also put it in the fridge to keep it cold, a little bit like you would with an Evian bottle.
Yeah.
But what material bottle would you recommend that keeps the water with the minerals and it keeps it clean, exactly what that machine's done for me, so that I can just drink it whenever I want?
The lovely stainless steel. Stainless steel actually retains the qualities the best, and glass. They would be the two best. Now, I also recommend good quality BPA-free bottles as well, but stainless steel and glass. And actually stainless steel particularly just for that it doesn't get all warm, especially if you're going out in the car or you have it with you for the day. It's not getting all warm in the stainless steel, but definitely 100% stainless steel, a good quality stainless steel. You need to be paying upwards of £20 or euros or dollars really for a good quality bottle. I had a cheaper quality one before, and all the steel on the inside kind of came off, and that can't be good. I got a mouthful of metal.
Absolutely. Well, Adeline, thank you very much. It's been a wonderful honor to have you and educate us about this wonderful machine technology for cleaning our water with the minerals inside. So thank you very much. Is there anything else that you'd like to say to the viewers before we finish?
No, other than just really, I mean, look after your health and well-being right now. It's just really whatever you can do to bring that balance back in your life. At the end of the day, I say to everybody, I'm not here to sell machines at all costs. That's not who I am. It's not what I do. If right now the best you can do is have a good quality filter, get one that retains the essential minerals, do that for you, do that for your family. You need to, at a basic level, have clean water. If you want to take it to another level, come and talk to me. I mean, Nick, you can drop the link there. They'll get directly through to either myself or my wonderful husband, Colin, and one of us will take the call. We just love, and it's very relaxed. We're here to just answer your questions. And if this is something you see value in, we'll help you have one. If it's not, and you want some advice in another direction, we're happy to do that as well. So it's a very relaxed conversation.
Well, I'm very glad to leave the link below so that people can click and ask questions if they wish, and, have some more informative knowledge about this. But thank you very, very much. It's been wonderful. Thank you. And we'll speak very soon. God bless you, Adeline.
God bless you too. Take care. Bye.
Bye.